Welcome in, everybody, to the Browns Report. I am your host, Joey O'Donohue. We're still upset about the Browns' loss to Detroit. We're going to answer all your questions about it. Lots of hot topics coming up. You're not going to want to miss it if you love the Browns. We're going to get right into it, folks. And I think the storyline that everybody wants to ask about, J. Dino Brown certainly does. With the $10 super chat, he asks, Gabriel in London, question mark. Here's my theory of when we'll see Dillon Gabriel. Because I'm calling for it. Browns fans are calling for it. It seems like it's time, right? Joe Flacco has an NFL high 6 interceptions. He has 8 turnovers in 4 weeks. It's disgusting. I'm over it. Bench him. Gabriel, though, I don't think the Browns are going to start in London. There's a chance. I think we should mirror the Giants, though. They have Russell Wilson. He was playing bad. They benched him for rookie Jackson Dart. The Giants won the football game today against the Chargers. We have Joe Flacco. He's old. He's playing bad. We have 2 rookies. It's kind of simple math at some point. But the Browns always do what you don't want them to do. I bet Stefanski sticks with Flacco in London. But after that, there's no excuse at all. Week 6, 7, it's Dillon Gabriel time. Ben Bandahan, $2. Thank you so much, man. Says, so we dress Sanders in London, though, right? Here's another great question, folks. A lot of people want to know, when are we going to see Shedeur Sanders start for the Cleveland Browns? He has been inactive every week for the Browns so far, dressing as the emergency third quarterback, meaning he would only play if injuries happen to Flacco and Gabriel that ruled them out. Now, if Dillon Gabriel were to be named the starting quarterback, naturally, the depth chart shifts a little bit, and I think Sanders is the backup. Then he would start dressing. Then he would be available, and he'd be one step closer to starting as an NFL quarterback in regular season action, folks. So, get Gabriel in there sooner. If you're a Sanders fan, you want it to. But also, just because of how bad Flacco's been, how bad the offense has looked, there needs to be a change. Let's start Dillon Gabriel, see what he can do. I give him like 4 games, 5 games. If Gabriel's just as bad, you go to your next guy, which is Shedeur Sanders on the depth chart. Who should start at quarterback for the Browns next week in London? I want to hear everybody's thoughts, though. We're talking London game now, which is against the Vikings, week 5, next Sunday. Early in the morning. Get ready. We'll be live. We'll be in the studio early. Who should start a quarterback for the Browns? Let me know your opinion in the comments, folks. Do it now. I'm curious. Next question coming in from Debbie Yelinden. $5 super chat. When does locker room say enough? Yeah, at some point you'd imagine the players start turning on Flacco as well. Now, again, Jeudy with some drops early in the season, not helping out Flacco's case. The O-line's up and down. They weren't bad, though, this week. I'll got to give them that. Except for Cornelius Lucas being one-on-one with Hutchinson. It was a mismatch. It was terrible. At some point, the coaching staff, not only the coaching staff, but the players come along and they say, hey, that's enough. We need a spark on offense. A quarterback change usually always does that in the first week. So get ready. Get excited, folks. I hope we see it soon. I think we should see it soon. Just bear with me and us Browns fans, because we're here covering them every single game, no matter what they do. And this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. And honestly, I'm just so hyped that Browns football is back on television on Sundays. All is right with the world, and I'm big into daily fantasy with Prize Picks. I'm obsessed with it because it makes all the games more entertaining. And before the Browns play, I lock in on all my players in my lineup and their player projections. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. And Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you could still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. All my picks hit this week. I'm winning money. I'm fired up. You know I had to put a Cleveland Brown in there. Quinshon Judkins, more than 58.5 rushing yards, folks. We were correct. I'm winning money. You can too. But to do so, download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Next question coming in from Michaela Tucker, lifelong Browns fan, and I'm wondering, how much longer until we figure out a way to improve the offensive line? Yeah, the offensive line is in a bad state right now, folks. We have multiple free agents coming up in 2026. Joel Bitonio, who might even just retire straight up, but I'd like to see him in Cleveland a little bit longer. Wyatt Teller, a free agent. Jack Conklin, always injured and a free agent. DeJuan Jones getting a third consecutive knee surgery, and he's out for the year. I believe Ethan Pocic is a free agent as well. That's our entire starting offensive line, folks. You need to go out, get a player this season. They brought in Thayer Munford Jr., got Tevin Jenkins as well, who we haven't even seen either of them yet. You need to go out and get a star offensive lineman because it's one of the ways you win football games, in the trenches, up front. Judkins, credit to him, he is running hard behind a bad offensive line, folks. But that's how you win football games. Go make an acquisition, please. Next up, James Morris coming in. Flacco is wacko and needs to retire. DG8 or Sanders needs a chance. Can't be worse. James, to your point, I don't know how it could look worse than this right now, quarterback standpoint. At some point, you got to just put in a rookie, and you're at least going to be the same, if not better, than what we're watching already. The thing is, though, Flacco does nothing for our future. He's here on for a year, and he's 40. Gabriel or Shedeur, one of those guys can be the quarterback of the future. And you need to figure that out before next year's NFL draft. If you don't play Shedeur this season, what are you going to do if you don't have a quarterback next year? You draft another one, and then what? You have 3 rookies in that room and Deshaun Watson? No, it's a mess. Play the rookies. Figure it out. If Gabriel's bad and Shedeur's bad, you know you need to draft a quarterback. If Gabriel or Shedeur is your franchise quarterback, is the guy, goes out there and proves it, now you can draft someone like Caleb Downs or a much better piece. Get an offensive lineman, please, in the draft. They got to load up next year up front. Now you can draft something that actually makes you a contender with this defense. So figure it out. That's what I think. But what do you think is the biggest problem with the Cleveland Browns right now? If you had to point to somewhere, is it the O-line? Is it the quarterback? Is it the receivers and the receivers dropping passes? Is it cornerback? You tell me in the comment section right now, what is the Cleveland Browns' biggest issue? We need to figure it out and fix it because the defense is good. It's not them. Folks, join the party. Subscribe if you're new or if you're one of our viewers that watches but isn't subbed. Hit that big red sub button, folks. We appreciate all of you tuning in. We're growing in subscribers. We're pushing to hit 53,000. We're close. So join that party. We're giving you Browns content every day, all season long, win or lose. I do it for the people. Even when it gets hard. Even when my heart gets broken because the Browns lose. I still get on here, and I want to make content for you guys because I love the community. I love the Browns fans, and I'm a Browns fan myself. So join the party if you want the best Browns content on YouTube. George Gombach coming in as well with the $10 super chat. He just said, fire the special teams. Put glue on Jerry Jeudy's hands. For God's sake. George is funny, man. Thank you for the super chat and the take. Yeah, but Jorquez was surprisingly bad today as well. Uncharacteristic. He's one of the better, most reliable punters in the league. He had some low, bad punts today. One of them returned back for a touchdown for Detroit. That was really the backbreaker of today's game. Khalif Raymond, 60-yard punt return touchdown. Kofi with the $2 super chat as well. I followed Sanders to the Browns and now regretting SMH. Kofi, one of our Shedeur Sanders fans, it looks like, who's tuning in to the Browns to C12, he's regretting it. He's regretting it. Folks, Shedeur, if you don't know, recently said that he believes he could play better than most starting quarterbacks in the NFL, or some starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now. If you look at New Orleans' situation, Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shuck, yeah, I think he'd be better than some. Cam Ward is playing awful right now. I think Shedeur has a case where he actually would be better than some starting NFL quarterbacks right now. Joe Flacco, too. I'm not going to lie. I think 12 would be better than Flacco right now. I don't know. Offensive line's a big part of it, though, for him. We do need to protect him if we're going to put in 12. So I understand that point of view. Kofi, hold on, man. He'll start in the NFL eventually. He'll get his chance. He'll get his shot. Folks, thank you so much for bearing with me here watching Cleveland Browns football. If you're new, subscribe. Join the party. We do it every day, every week. Happy to be here, hanging out with you guys, no matter what. So join the party. We appreciate all of you tuning in and watching, subscribing, hitting that like button, folks. We will see you very shortly with some more Cleveland Browns content, so don't go anywhere. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time.